Most teens look forward to turning 21 and enjoying the partying life, but what they don't really realize is that their health may be at risk. Most people in their early 20s or underage drinkers think that once their hangover the next day goes away, they have dealt with the consequences. But what they don't realize is that these can become far worse in the future. Being under the influence of alcohol with an undeveloped brain increases your chances in having many prolonged effects that one may experience at the time of drinking. Not only will underage drinking negatively affect your life in the long run, but legal age could cause damages to the brain. Some think that once you turn 18, you have become a full adult because you are able to vote now and be drafted. Some others like to think that they have become an adult when they turn 21 because now you are able to purchase alcohol. This is not true. You are not an actual true adult until you have turned 25 because that is when the brain has been fully developed. Now, this can actually differ between men and women because women's brains tend to develop at a faster rate than the guys' brains. A woman's brain can be fully mature by about 23, 24, or sometimes it could take a while till 25. A guy's brain can usually take about 25 till 26. This also describes why women develop a lot quicker. The part of the brain, as you can see here in this image, that develops faster is the prefrontal cortex. And this is the part of the brain that alcohol can affect the most. The prefrontal cortex is in charge of running your personalities and organizing your thoughts and decision makings. And this also has to do with peer pressure. If you are under the age of 25, especially even under the age of 21, you're more likely to give in to peer pressure because your brain is not fully developed. But if you're 25 or older, you will not give in to peer pressure as easily because your brain is more mature and you are able to think more clearly. This is not saying that all people 25 and over are mature and know everything. It just means that their brain can understand things at a different level than a teen's brain or early 20s brain. Alcohol, as many know, causes many short-term effects such as slurred speech, hallucinations. It can cause dizziness, and eventually after this you will experience a hangover, which is the nausea and more headaches, and eventually these effects will subside. But what many people don't know is while you're experiencing these short-term effects, they can actually become long-term effects and can affect you in the future. One of the many diseases that alcohol can do to you is called the Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. This is from drinking too much alcohol, and it is actually two different syndromes put into one. The Wernicke, it comes first, and it usually has to do with weight loss, balance, and confusion. And the Korsakoff follows the first one, and it has to do with mood swings, memory loss, not being able to remember things as well, and even speaking issues, not just a slurred speech. In most cases, the heavier one drinks, the worse the conditions can be, and even someone with a fully developed brain has the possibility of this disease, but people under the age of 25 can get these effects more severely. Other factors that can contribute to short or long-term effects, are body weight, tolerance, and of course the brain development like I had mentioned. Body weight and tolerance kind of have to do with each other. The heavier you weigh, the more alcohol intake you can have, and vice versa if you're smaller. And the tolerance has to do with, so if you are drinking a certain amount, you eventually get used to that. And the next time you drink, you're not getting the same feeling as you did the first time, so you end up drinking more. And this eventually starts building up until you're consuming high amounts of alcohol, which is very bad for you. One of my favorite quotes or sayings by Zon Willis is, alcohol begins affecting a person's brain as soon as it enters the bloodstream. This can just show how quickly a person can be affected by the alcohol they drink. Matured brains can also tell when this limit is reached, so it's a lot easier for them to know when to stop. Drinking with an immature brain and not being able to completely understand your emotions and on a situation and how to control yourself can be a very dangerous thing. Raising the age to 25 will not stop underage drinking, unfortunately. And here is an actual chart just showing the many different ages. And as you can see, the highest one is from 18 to 24. And high school and underage is very high as well. That is a lot of people that are letting themselves be affected by drinking, and it could be very bad for them. The reason that this will not stop underage drinking and could actually make it worse is because by raising the legal drinking age, early 20s will be added to this group of underage drinking, so it might just add more people. But for the people that do follow the drinking law, they will see better health benefits in this. And by raising the age to 25, we can raise awareness of drinking for the immature brains. It would be best to educate people by talking, commercials, anything you can. See how many people would be willing to raise the legal drinking age to 25. This would set a spark to the public eye that it is not safe to drink even at the legal age of 21, let alone even under the legal drinking age. Raising the legal drinking age will not solve all problems, but could benefit some with understanding the risk of putting that pressure on undeveloped brain and many life-altering problems it can cause. Thank you.